My name is Ashley Monfiles, and the drug that I have chosen is called the crocodile drug. I learned about this drug from an article in the International Journal of Drug Policy. The crocodile drug is a flesh eating drug that turns people into zombie like creatures and seems to have made its way into the United States. This extremely dangerous drug is called desomorphine, known on the streets as crocodile. It's a zombie drug, meaning it kills you from the inside out. If you want to die, this is one drug that will kill you. Desomorphine is an opiate invented in 1932 for medical use in the United States, and it's like morphine but much more potent. About a decade ago, the people of Russia seemed to be the most attracted to desomorphine due to its ease of production and because heroin was becoming hard to come by. Russia has more heroin users than any other country in the world and is up to 2 million. For most, their life is a life of crime, prison, HIV, and hepatitis C, and an early death. To try and stop this, Russia made a big push to get rid of heroin. This made heroin more difficult to get because of supply and demand and because it was much more expensive. This made users start looking for something as strong as heroin but cheaper, which is how the drug became so popular. Desomorphine is a mixture of codeine, iodine, gasoline, paint thinner, hydrochloric acid, lighter fluid, and red phosphorus. Codeine just became the main ingredient the last 3 to 5 years. It was originally made with poppies or raw opium as the starting material. But since it's so easy to get over the counter medications, addicts have turned to codeine. This homemade drug is highly impure and contaminated with strong toxics and byproducts. In Russia on the streets, it's called the crocodile. It's named crocodile because users report black or green scaly skin as a side effect, making them look more like crocodiles and resulting in large skin infections and ulcers. In 2011, 65 million of doses were confiscated in Russia. An estimated of 100,000 in Russia and 20,000 people in Ukraine have been estimated to have injected the drug in 2011. In Russia, users frequently are young people with relatively short drug histories. The media suggests that 5% or more of the Russian drug users use crocodile, and this drug is reaching epidemic proportions in Russia and potentially the Ukraine. The risk of the homemade drugs can be associated with HIV and HCV infection. Homemade drug production and sharing of needles are spreading very quickly cross-culturally. With the crocodile drug, you're getting high more often due to needing the fix. So this need for the quick buzz increases likelihood to use unsafe needles, especially when you have multiple partners getting high. During binges, impaired judgments and irrational behaviors resulting from exhaustion and sleep deprivation only causes the person not to be rational and to use the same needles as someone else. This also increases the risk of overdose. American drug enforcement agencies fear this could happen in the United States, especially because it is so easy to make. You can buy all the ingredients right from your local pharmacy and just for a few dollars. A similar size of heroin costs around $20. The other plus that addicts are attracted to is that it only takes 30 minutes to make. But addicts pay dearly for crocodile's cheap high. It is a drug for the poor, and its effects are horrific. Wherever a user injects the drug, blood vessels in that part of the body burst, and surrounding tissue dies, sometimes falling off the bones in chunks. The typical lifespan of an addict is just 2 or 3 years. Damage to the soft tissue of your skin can be expected quickly after you start using, and medical help is usually sought out before it's too late. There's one quote from a drug addict that I would like to describe. She explains, She won't go to the hospital, she just keeps injecting. Her flesh is falling off and she can hardly move. At that point, addicts are usually already experiencing severe mutilations, blood poisoning, blood vessel damage, blood virus transmission such as HIV or HCV due to sharing the needles, memory loss, impaired concentration, meningitis, pneumonia, rotting gums, bone infections, decayed structure of the jaw and facial bones, sores and ulcers on the forehead and skull, and as well as rotting ears, nose, lips, liver, and kidney problems. So, why do crocodile users only seek help when they're in the late stage of the disease? Because treatment for crocodile addiction can be extremely painful, as withdrawal can last up to a month, in which the pain can be enough to cause heart failure. Because of this, detox requires the addict to be taken to a residential treatment facility where they can receive tranquilizers for this process. Because this is the most addictive substance known to man, recovery is very rare. Addicts who do recover can have permanent residual effects from the drug, such as speech impediments, lack of effect, or erratic movements. Although there have been several stories in the news about reported cases of crocodile use in the United States, this past January, Joseph Morse, spokesperson for the DEA, declared there has been not a single report confirming desomorphine in the U.S. This may be because in the U.S., heroin is much easier to obtain due to the stricter prescription laws, making it difficult to obtain necessary codeine containing tablets used in making the crocodile drug. But there has been other reports stating differently. In September 2013, reports from Phoenix claimed that the hospitals treated two people that were showing the same side effects as someone who used the crocodile drug. Since then, Time magazine has published more than 10 articles on both suspected and reportedly confirmed reports of the drug use in the United States. CNN has also published several stories about suspected cases of crocodile use in Illinois, calling it the flesh-eating zombie drug. In other countries across the world, the drug is spreading as well. There are reportedly 50 cities that have reported use. The crocodile drug might have started in Russia, but it is spreading across the world. Crocodile is something you never want to start. Your skin will start to fall off your body literally. Your life expectancy is guaranteed to be less than 2 years. All these side effects can be expected to begin within the first few uses of the drug. While the drug is cheap, the effect is not. Crocodile use may not have reached our soil yet fully, but the crocodile hype has certainly taken this country by storm. While overdosing can occur, this is something that guarantees death by eating you from the inside out. And the only way to stop it from hitting the United States like it has in Russia is by understanding how deadly this drug is. If you have any questions, please feel free to email me, and I'd be gladly able to help you. Thank you for your time.